Hello and welcome. I'm Tracy Pa with another edition of Scope. Papua New Guinea agency tasked with addressing compliance gaps that led to the country being grey-listed are working around the clock to prepare a first draft report due in June, ahead of a presentation in September at an initial meeting with the Financial Action Task Force. Since countries been placed in the list, Prime Minister James Marape has ordered 30 government agencies to implement plans to get PNG out of grey list in the earliest date. Acting Public Prosecutor Helen Rawlakona, who is a leading hand in the road to exit grey list, revealed that her organization, the Public Prosecutor, is working tirelessly to provide an update on PNG's progress towards exiting the grey list.
Papua New Guinea is rich in natural resources, cultural diversity, and economic potential. Yet for years, the country has faced a quiet but serious challenge, being placed on the global grey list by the Financial Action Task Force on February 13, 2026. The grey listing indicates that Papua New Guinea lacks sufficient capability to effectively combat money laundering and terrorism financing. For the country, this designation has resulted in increased scrutiny, higher transaction costs, and reduced confidence from international investors. Following the listing, Prime Minister James Marape made it clear that the government must urgently address key areas, including improving audits of public accounts and strengthening the investigation and prosecution for financial crimes such as money laundering.
The work of FATF in our country is noted, and we will work to get out of this at the very, very earliest. From what I've been advised, about 8 or 9 things remain outstanding. One of them is prosecution of those possible money launderers in our country. And you could see some of the work that is happening already. Police Commissioner did announce that 214 million kina, for instance, in one trust account has been frozen. This is part of the work. We're not predominantly known as an anti-terrorist financing country. The spotlight is on money laundering in our country, so I want to give assurance to the country that we will work at the earliest. Instruction has gone to police, and instruction has gone to ICAC that do whatever you have to do. And if there are shady accounts and financial transactions in our country, by all means, prosecute.
30 government agencies are now working to strengthen systems, implement a strategic implementation plan, and ensure that regulations are not only in place but effectively enforced. Key agencies involved in this effort include the Bank of Papua New Guinea, the Financial Analysis and Supervision Unit, the Department of Justice and Attorney General, the Independent Commission Against Corruption, the Internal Revenue Commission, and the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary. The Working Committee is preparing a first draft report due in June ahead of a presentation to the FATF in September. This will be an initial assessment of Papua New Guinea's progress with the overall goal of exiting the grey list as quickly as possible through the implementation of a structured action plan.
Requirements of FATF in terms of the progress, we've been given an action plan that all Papua New Guinea agencies are working towards, and OPP is part of the law enforcement team where we are working to increase money laundering prosecutions and also to increase non-conviction based actions under the Proceeds of Crime Act. As far as how we're treading with that, there's the task force Arrow that is working around the clock to get us cases. But the first, a draft report would be due in about June, where Papua New Guinea will need to submit that. So we are working towards finalizing a draft for the first round of meetings that will happen in September, where we will have the face-to-face to go and argue our report and what we've put in the report.
One key indicator of progress will be the successful prosecution of individuals involved in high-profile money laundering cases under the Office of the Public Prosecutor, as well as the confiscation of state assets that have been illegally obtained. According to Acting Public Prosecutor Helen Roala-Kona, no state assets have been confiscated since Papua New Guinea was placed on the FATF grey list. However, approximately 200 million kina has been frozen in various bank accounts.
We have so far restrained about 200 million that's sitting in a bank account, in various bank accounts. That matter has gone through various applications, and we are slowly treading towards at least an application for forfeiture and confiscation. Continue to prosecute misappropriation cases, and where we are, as I said, we're a prosecution agency. We don't do investigations, and so we are reliant on the investigative authorities such as the police in terms of the criminal code, and when it comes to leadership matters, it would be the Ombudsman Commission. So,
she noted that progress has been slow due to ongoing legal challenges filed by suspects. Other cases remain pending, awaiting investigation reports from police before decisions can be made on whether they will proceed to prosecution or will be withdrawn. Prosecuting money laundering cases is not the responsibility of the prosecution office alone. It depends on investigation reports from the police and requires close collaboration with agencies such as Customs, Police, and the Investment Promotion Authority to meet FATF requirements. As government agencies work to finalize their reports to FATF and push for Papua New Guinea's early exit from the grey list, Transparency International PNG Chairman Peter Aitzi is calling for greater transparency. He is heading the quarterly release of progress reports that measure performance against FATF benchmarks. Aitzi stressed that the public must be able to see which of the 30 agencies are meeting expectations and which are falling short. He also warned that grey listing could increase the cost of living, as stricter international banking and trade conditions may make every transactions more expensive for ordinary Papua New Guineans.
You're watching Scope. Still to come, the people of the autonomous region of Bougainville celebrate World Water Day like never before. For more than half a century, water shaped the daily lives of students at Koro Primary School in South Bougainville, most often as a challenge rather than as a resource. Time meant for learning was taken up by long walks to the nearest creek to fetch water, an everyday occurrence. During the visit to the autonomous region of Bougainville, TV1 News witnessed how important World Water Day is to its people. For Koro, the 50-year wait for clean, fresh water to their doorstep is finally over.
We head south of the autonomous region of Bougainville and up the mountainous terrain of the Siwai constituency. Hidden amidst the dense tropical rainforest is Koro Primary School. For years, students braved the long walking distances to fetch water. Women and young girls dealt with this everyday challenge harshly because they needed to maintain their hygiene when it was that time of the month. Most often, those in school would miss out on classes. Absenteeism became a norm for the young girls. It affected their confidence and their progression in education.
Best or sa long way na sa hot work consuming time, recess, lunch time or sa go down way long way to mas plenty time or sa come late, come back inside the classroom. I'm been long time, maybe 50 years or 60 years. After 60 or 70 years, this la project come up na mi plakat. This la come up close to. Best mi plus I use in pit toilet where hot work to mas no katwara. Wara am stop long way. Mi plus a struggle street. People as Mary am Sigmund and by stop long time lopeles now am easy.
According to World Vision PNG statistics, men, women and children in PNG continue to die from treatable and preventable diseases. The life expectancy is still very low compared to other nations, and therefore, access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene is crucial in rural areas across the country.
World Vision has been in existence in PNG for over 40 years now, and WASH is one of our many sectors, including health, livelihoods, and education. Now, in WASH, we are operating in 5 program areas. That is this place we are in, Autonomous Region of Bougainville, in Morobe, in NCD, and also in the Western Province. Previously, we had an operation in islands, particularly dealing with the emergency response. Now, within these 5 program areas, we are dealing with community WASH, whereby we establish infrastructure, that is water supply and sanitation systems at community level. We engage with the schools and healthcare facilities equally to establish such facilities, which are basically water supply systems and sanitation systems. Beyond that, we go ahead and execute hygiene promotion, both at the community level and at schools and healthcare facilities, majorly dealing with an approach which is principally community-led total sanitation, which complements the Health Island concept, which has been approved by the government of PNG as well as ABG.
In 2024, after more than 50 years, life took a turn for the better for Coral. Class attendance improved. Time, once lost fetching water, is now spent learning. Young girls are returning to class with confidence. For teachers, the change means better focus. For students, it means opportunity. World Vision, with funding support from the European Union, implemented a water sanitation and hygiene project at Coral Primary School. 2 ablution blocks for males, 2 for females, 2 for people with disability, and a shower room. Moreau said the impact on female students especially has been noticeable.
You plaputim now, pikin ni woklo easy yusim dislawara you plaputim lo ya. Easy access lo close to tas. See, mi plakat shower room and staff sa yusim all facility where you come na putim make him easy lo mi pla. Thank you sir. Sa yusim tank am staff tank backside lo classroom mi pla sa yusim disla lo transferring wara ko lo disla. Tap lo side lo toilet lo ha. Na ikat one plaliglik tank am staff side lo toilet lo all girls. Now at the moment mi pla lo disla ya mi pla ka 230 student na 6 platit sa mi pla staff. Mi pla ha masteret mi pla kan talk thank you lo World Vision na European Union lo make impossible na sumatin wok lo kat easy access lo using toilet am staff close to na wara. Best or sa kolongwe na sa hot work consuming time, recess lunch time or sa go down way am long way to mas plenty time or sa come late, come back inside the classroom.
It's so humbling to see community members and the children really saying thank you to the water system that has been developed, because we know the burden of the disease, and especially when it comes to the undervenereal diseases, the economic overburden of not having water to, especially to women. It's so fulfilling, and we very feel honored to be in this space to influence positive change in the communities that God has entrusted us to work in. Thank you.
Across Papua New Guinea, many communities still lack access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene, contributing to preventable disease and low life expectancy. At least for Coral, the 50-year wait has finally come to a close.
Drop a like or comment on this story later on the TV1 online website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We'll be right back after the break with our story on Coral Primary School's water project and the celebration of water as the 50-year wait ends. For more than half a century, water shaped the daily lives of students at Coral Primary School in South Bougainville, most often as a challenge rather than as a resource. Time meant for learning was taken up by long walks to the nearest creek to fetch water, an everyday occurrence. During the visit to the autonomous region of Bougainville, TV1 News witnessed how important World Water Day is to its people. For Coral, the 50-year wait for clean, fresh water to their doorstep is finally over.
World Water Day was celebrated in our town like no other. The town was alive with color, music, and celebration. Everyone united for World Water Day.
It brings us back to Genesis chapter 2, when God created the universe. He created Adam and Eve. Then he planted a garden of Eden. In the middle of the garden, he placed a river, and that river separates into four rivers. The purpose of the river is to water the land, and of course, the benefit of humanity.
World Water Day highlights that water connects every community and ecosystem, echoing the Garden of Eden concept of water as a foundational, pristine source of life.
So water is one of those substances that even existed before this earth. Water also, since that time till now, and we want a substance that has no boundaries. You and I, we can get korokros long giram. Wara am nogatia. You and I can talk over issues. Water does not have that. And it's the most neutralized substance ever exists.
Stories like that of Coral Primary School, a gravity-fed water supply in Take community, Konga Primary School and its change for the school and the community, and many others in South and Central Bougainville serve as a powerful reminder of the life-changing impact of clean water. Beyond the statistics, access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene restores dignity, improves health, and opens the door to education, especially for young girls who are often the most affected. Non-governmental organizations like World Vision PNG, European Union, Plan International are some of those significantly making a change in Bougainville. In partnership with the PNG government and the autonomous Bougainville government, are reaching the majority and impacting the simple lives of people who are in need of the most important resource for survival: water.
On this World Water Day, let us commit to action that brings us closer to a world where water access is safe and equal. This cannot be achieved unless we carry out the following: investing in water infrastructure, supporting girls' education, ensuring that women are represented in water committees and governance structures, promoting policies that promote equity and equitable distribution of water resource, as well as encouraging community dialogue on how to safely manage these water systems.
Water. On March the 22nd, our town was abuzz with locals and visitors and school children. For many, the journey of getting there was meaningful. People traveled over long distances to be a part of the World Water Day celebrations in our town. It meant everything to them.
Now, in urban areas, access to water is around 90%. But in rural areas, we have 45% and even lower for sanitation. But you may think, only about 87% of the population, they live in the rural areas. So it's a 90% of town there. And all got access, but the bigger population is still in the rural areas. Namipla sawa lo mandate lo water PNG. Water PNG by nana golo all rural community opana golo outside lo water declared district. So this kind of meaning was plenty Blomipa still not water coming up now. This is not just a water issue, but it's a development issue.
The day unfolded with lively bamboo band performances. Students sang songs about hygiene, sanitation, and the value of safe water. Others told powerful stories through their artwork, drawings, poems, and drama of the struggles they endured, with hope always on their minds for a better future.
Before the government been involved to mass law was, they never only not been looking more some priority inside the work government. So when I came on board, we tried our best to ensure that me play facilitate him, na coordinate him, and to ensure that the government and me playing part law was inside law Bougainville to support what our NGO partners are doing inside law Bougainville. I believe that we just need to ensure, the government just needs to ensure that we are set up to coordinate and to provide that oversight to our partners. I mean, they are doing a great job, but how best can we evaluate, how best can we monitor, how best can we appreciate the work that they are doing? They are doing a lot, but we cannot do that because we do not have the system to actually measure or to tell the people that, yes, we have reached this target.
Hosted by World Vision PNG, this year's theme, Water and Gender, where water flows, equality grows, highlighted how access to clean water can change lives.
So this is day two, mipla gim look sa lo empowering mol, Mary Blomipla. Mipla man tum da mas gim chance lol, lo help mol. Now so to why mipla making this time, and because when we improve water and sanitation for everyone, not only for our women, we improve the lives, improve our lives in the community. And when we improve the lives of everyone in the community, we strengthen the families, we empower the women, and so our community can add to the economy of this country.
The government knows the struggle in rural communities.
You can look some inside law, all family law, you mean all household. All mamas are making plenty work law, side law wara. Mama now begin ni Mary. Also fetch him, also look law, scare him how you mean use him law house too. Na also store him, protect him. And also use him law, all get our work law. Also go pass law, manage him wara inside law, family law you mean. But also this is a responsibility. It must not come at the cost of their education, safety, health na driman longola. That is why the campaign where water flows, equality grows, and empower full strength. Because when we bring water closer, we bring opportunities closer. When we share the law, we share the future.
Water was described as education, health, safety, equality, and opportunity. Increased access to clean water in PNG is directly linked to higher school attendance for girls. Time is wasted when water is not accessible.
Now we're asking ourselves, so what next? So World Vision has gone beyond output monitoring to outcome monitoring. This is a phenomenon whereby we are going back to the systems that were established some times ago and check their functionality. We're asking ourselves, are the systems functional as intended? We are looking at 3 parameters basically, wash service functionality, water quality, and the existence and functionality of water management committees. It is within that domain, therefore, we can reliably say wash services are sustainable. In the coming weeks, we've already done some sampling of over 100 water points, which we have done in the last 4 years. And those are the services, those are the water systems that will be going back and then doing some sort of assessment to see to what extent, one, they are functional, to what extent the water quality is still within the WHO standards, and to what extent are water management committees functional. With this, we are assured that we will not be duplicating efforts, but we will be able to deploy efforts that needs corrective measures like repairs and maintenance, and that will ensure sustainable wash service delivery in the country and beyond.
42,000 people now have access to wash services in PNG. World Vision PNG continues to work toward the UN Sustainable Development Goals, partnering with the PNG government and communities to implement sustainable water solutions.
And that ends tonight's Scope. Visit the TV1 online website, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, and leave a like or comment on our Scope stories this evening. I'm Tracy Pa. See you next Sunday.